This is Matthew Workler, otherwise known as Mid-90s Matt, and we're here at the Justcoat blog to discuss this week in video game news.
Yo, we're back!
It's the first time we've done it in a few weeks, and I got my friend Joe Steve Bob here to help me out. We got a new video we're going to post tonight of Call of Duty 4, some more knife vids. I know you enjoy that. And we got some other people here who are playing some Wii Sports, but hopefully they won't interrupt us too much. So I'd like to start this out as just that one of my favorite car racing battle games is apparently coming to the PS3. I'm talking about the latest sequel for Twisted Metal, which I mean has been seen, saw its first games on the PlayStation and then moved up, stepped it up a notch with Twisted Metal Black on the PS2. Story-wise, visual-wise, everything was awesome about that game. And they released the recent one on PSP, and they're working on the one for PS2 right now. So they haven't released any information about it, just that they're working on it. It was apparently revealed in Twisted Metal Head On. It was a secret unlockable video, and I just want to check it out. I just want to know more. That's all I know. What do you think, Will?
Well, yeah, I used to go over to your house and play Twisted Metal, and it was a really fun game. I played a little bit of 1, mainly we played 2. I played a little bit of 3 as well. It was not as good. Twisted Metal 2 is where it's at, but it was a fun game. I'm glad to hear they're still making the series, and I hope, even though only one of my friends has a PS3, that this will be a good game, and maybe we'll get to play it. Sounds good.
Yeah, I guess it's always been a PlayStation exclusive, so it's gonna be I'm gonna be pretty bummed out if it doesn't come out in 360, because I know I won't get as much chance to play it. But that's how things are like that sometimes. But for a system we do have pretty close access to, I'm talking about the 360. Apparently we're gonna be able to pick up the HD DVD player for only $130 now, which is a drop in price of $70. This is most likely due to the fact that Blu-ray is completely owning. I mean, I'm not really sure about sales or anything, but basically every studio signed, an exclusive deal with them. I mean, you just had Warner Brothers sign, proclaim Blu-ray exclusives, and I mean, if you got the exclusive movies, I mean, that's all you really need to win the format war, I think. And I know Will doesn't really have an HD screen, but maybe he will in the future. What do you think?
Well, I do own a 360 Well, I don't have one at the moment because it red ringed, but hopefully I'll have another one in about 4 weeks or so. Yeah, I heard that Blu-ray is basically going to win, but I think it's a good attempt by Microsoft to sell some HD DVDs by dropping the price to $129.99. But if I did have a HD screen, I would think about this, but probably not because it looks like Blu-ray is going to win after all. So I guess it's just a little too late. A little too little, a little too late. So yeah, too bad for Microsoft.
These guys are all looking at me. But
Anthony sucks at Wii Sports.
Anthony sucks at Wii Sports, apparently. That's right, he doesn't really play the mini console games. But I mean, yeah, I just don't know what to say about this whole, HD Blu-ray thing. It's just kind of sad that one's already kind of come out ahead, and we're not really going to get much of a choice in much time. I think it's going to be basically old. It's going to be old news. So one of the last things I wanted to talk about is one of my other favorite racing games, but not as much battling as much as throwing turtle shells. And of course, we're talking about Mario Kart for the Wii, which I'm pretty sure is coming out this year. Nintendo might hold off on it, but you've probably heard a bunch of stuff about it. The new motorcycles you're going to be able to ride, and obviously there's going to be tricks. Apparently the tricks you could do off ramps and stuff, and it'll give you a little boost. But some new stuff they confirmed is Baby Peach is going to be in the game, which is of course an amazing announcement. But other things I'd like to talk about are some of the new features, including uploading and downloading Ghost Erasers, online leagues and global world rankings. Obviously you're going to use friend codes. You're going to have, your online ranking for time attacks, which is really cool for me because I've always really enjoyed Mario Kart, and I never really had a chance to really test myself, My friends have played the game, but I've always been kind of ahead. And online, there's always, sometimes there's good people, sometimes there are bad people. So you never know what you're really gonna face. So I'm gonna really enjoy, checking out the online ghosts and seeing what's out there. See what kind of challenge there is. And I'm sure I'll get whooped pretty bad, but it's gonna be cool to try to, stay with them long enough. And other announcements about the game, that there's going to be 32 tracks again, 16 new ones, 16 old ones. Same thing they pulled on the DS version, which I really like that one too. And apparently you're going to have your bring your Mii's into it. So I guess if it gives you another chance, to use those Mii's that I think we're all finding less and less of a reason to make and use.
Well, I've always been a big fan of the old Mario Karts. Total Shell's where it's at. But I liked DS. It was good. It had some online features, so I'm glad to hear that this new one will have even better online. Just sounds like a good game. Sounds like an improvement of the DS version, which was a good game. So I'm glad to hear Nintendo's still putting out the Mario Karts. Classic.
Yeah, we can always use, one Mario Kart system. I mean, I think that's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good rate. They should keep going with that. And yeah, like I was talking about other features and stuff. They're thinking they're gonna put 12 players online, which is more than any other Mario Kart before it. And I can't wait to check that out. I mean, that sounds like it's gonna be really chaotic and really crazy. And I mean, that's how we like it, Mario Kart. So I mean, with that said, I think we're basically done with this week in game news, and hopefully we'll have another thing for you to listen to next week. And stay tuned. We're going to have some Call of Duty 4 videos and plenty more updates throughout the week. So thanks a lot for listening. Good night.
Yep. See you guys later. Am I just the crazy guy in the background? I don't know. Turn this off. What are you doing, Matt?